All right. Here I am in my kitchen making another video on Proverbs. The last few I just had made, so that's why I'm still wearing the same clothes. And we're just going to keep moving forward. We just did Proverbs chapter 7, which is the warning against adultery, another warning against adultery. 5, 6, and 7 all have chunks that are about, portions that are about the warning against sexual sin. And Proverbs 7 was the big one about that, telling the story even of the fool in the street, the simple person in the street who is just out there kind of wandering aimlessly, looking for what might happen. And they don't want what happens when they do that. You need to be on point. On point. Moving forward into discussions of wisdom, which is, Proverbs is very themed with that in mind. Proverbs 8. Does not wisdom call? Does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights beside the way, at the crossroads she takes her stand. Beside the gates in front of the town, at the entrance of the portals she cries aloud. To you, O men, I call, and my cry is to the children of men. O simple ones, learn prudence. O fools, learn with sense. Hear, for I will speak noble things, and from my lips will come what is right. For my mouth will utter truth. Wickedness as is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are righteous and are nothing, and there is nothing twisted or crooked in them. They are all straight to him who understands, and right to those who find knowledge. Take my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than jewels, and all that you may desire cannot compare with her. O wisdom, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and I find knowledge and discretion. The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil. Pride and arrogance and the way of evil, and perverted speech I hate. I have counsel and sound wisdom. I have insight. I have strength. By me kings reign, and rulers decree what is just. By me princes rule, and nobles all who govern justly. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. Riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, even fine gold, and my yield better than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the paths of justice, granting an inheritance to those who love me, and filling their treasuries, filling their treasuries. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his work, the first of his acts of old. Ages ago I was set up, at the first, before the beginning of the earth. When there were no depths, I was brought forth, and when there were no springs abounding with water. Before the mountains had been shaped, before the hills I was brought forth. Before he had made the earth with its fields, or the first of the dust of the world. When he established the heavens, I was there. When he drew a circle on the face of the deep. When he made firm the skies above. When he established the fountains of the deep. When he assigned to the sea its limit, so that the waters might not transgress his command, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside him, like a master workman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always, rejoicing in his inhabited world, and delighting in the children of man. And now, O sons, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not neglect it. Blessed is the one who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting beside my doors. For whoever finds me finds life, and obtains favor from the Lord. But he who fails to find me injures himself. All who hate me love death. Thus and so, Proverbs 8 goes. 1 through 36. 36 verses in this chapter. Obviously, this is moving into a different trope, if you will, back to sort of a reiteration of, I think it was Proverbs either chapter 3 or chapter 4, maybe it was 2. Anyway, before 5, 6, and 7, which there were heavy themes of adultery in those verses and heavy themes of warning against sexual sin, which is like the foundation of a young man's folly oftentimes. But or at least the first outworking of it, of the young man's folly, is it's actually even to the point where societies and cultures praise a man for sexual acts at a young age, or sexuality and stuff like that. It's like, no, you can become a man with maintaining your virginity all the way to your marriage, so that's fine. That's fine. But this is moving on from that, and this is talking now, of course, about wisdom, the personification of wisdom and what her words are. Again, I saw some reiteration from earlier chapters as far as, prize me above all of the supposed fineries. Better to get wisdom than riches. And all that you may desire cannot compare with her. And then it was interesting to see how Solomon, the author of this, personified wisdom as being even in her mouth. Basically, he put the idea that the Lord reigns through wisdom and creates through wisdom. That wisdom personified was even there at the beginning, in the beginning of creation, with the Lord, with Yahweh, as he was creating, almost as if it was his right hand. And that might even connect into the concept of, I want to be careful how I say that, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to not go there, because I don't think that's necessarily true, but I was going to say something about Logos in the New Testament. I just lost my pillow. That's okay. You guys know to give this video a like. No, I think that was too far of a statement that I was about to make, but I didn't. So, wisdom with the Lord at creation. By me, check out verse 16. By me, princes rule and nobles. Clarification: all who govern justly rule by wisdom. These are beautiful words. Just the concepts of pursuing wisdom and insight and knowledge, godly wisdom, which at some point in this we should turn over to what is it, James, and talk about that too. Anyway, if there were any other takeaways that you guys had, do definitely comment on them in the below. Maybe like quote the verse, or it's intense, that last verse. He who fails to find wisdom, me, injures himself. All who hate me love death. It's like a chiasm with this earlier verse right here. It's like a pairing. For whoever finds me finds life and obtains favor from the Lord. So in other words, those who find, there's life, health, favor. Those who reject, he who fails to find me injures himself. You damage yourself, and then all who hate me love death. So it's basically like, you hate wisdom, then you are giving value and loving and prioritizing even death, which is so ironic for a human. Man, that is an ironic thing, isn't it? I think my mind goes to abortion. Ridiculous. That's another video at another time. Thanks so much for watching. I will let you guys go today. Obviously, it's thanks for watching to the end. Proverbs chapter 8. Next, of course, we'll be doing Proverbs chapter 9 and moving forward from there. Thanks so much. We'll have a good I'll have a good day. I hope you guys